Hi guys, my name is Luke. This is my 99 A4 and today I'm going to be making a video of the top 5 mods you need to do for your B5 Audi, whatever the S4, A4, whatever. Alright guys, as you can tell, my car is big turbo, pretty crazy build, lots of stuff done to it. But today I'm going to do a more simple video and just kind of do the basics of the first things that you should do to these cars, whether you just picked one up or you've had one for a while but you want to start modifying it. I'm going to give you guys some good ideas of some cheap mods that you can do. Alright, so the very first mod that you can pretty much do, I don't have a good example here because I have a giant turbo with the intake just off the turbo, but you can put an intake, just like a cone filter from AutoZone on these cars. I believe I made one just from the stock boot before, so I don't even think you have to get the piping. I think you can just get the filter, and then once you figure out how you're gonna put that on the car, you'll get way more turbo sounds, and I don't know, probably no noticeable horsepower gains, but either way you get the sounds, and that's just as good as horsepower, honestly. Alright, as pretty much follows with any car, wheels is number 2. Pick out a set of wheels for your car. The wheels that come on these cars are pretty ugly and they make the car look huge because I think the stock wheels are like 16s or 17s and just looks bad. These are 18 by 9s. I love the way they look on the car. I have mismatched wheels right now because I got stacks of wheels everywhere and I just threw those on the car because that's what I had tires on. But these are Alzers. You can get these off ECS Tuning for a pretty good price. I think they're still running sales on these, so go check those out. All right, after you pick yourself out a set of wheels, you want to lower these cars. These things come so jacked up that there's probably a good 5 inches of wheel gap. Using the OEM wheels, you might get a little bit less clearance if you put a bigger wheel on there. But number 3 would be suspension. Either get some springs or get some coilovers. Coilovers aren't super expensive, so I would just do that. Springs aren't really worth it in my opinion, but you can get any type of adjustable suspension. Even if it's the cheap stuff, it's better than nothing. If you can afford the better coilovers, obviously do that, but any set of coilovers will get you where you want to be. All right, number 4, exhaust. These cars sound so good when you start chopping stuff out of them. The 1.8Ts literally sound like you have a diesel truck turbo on these things. Even with the stock turbo, you chop some exhaust out of these cars and they sound like you're spooling 50 PSI just rolling through traffic. What the fuck? So I would almost put that as number 1. I'm gonna put it as number 4 just for the video, but exhaust. Go ahead, chop your muffler off, go to the store, have your buddy flux core weld a piece of pipe there, do whatever, just put an exhaust on your B5 and you won't regret it. Number 5, we are gonna go with blow off valve / diverter valve. If you're on your stock turbo setup, don't do a blow-off valve because it's not good for these cars, but you can get a diverter valve, which is what this car originally had on it with the stock turbo setup, and it makes it sound like you got a crazy blow-off valve. You know, you lay on throttle, snap off throttle, you get that crazy blow-off sound or some flutter, but it is absolutely necessary for these cars. When you're driving something with a turbo, everybody needs to know you have a turbo. So you need every ounce of sound and power you can get out of it, and that will give you that. All right guys, that is gonna wrap up this video. Those are the top 5 mods that you should do to your Audi A4. If you wanna see more of this car, check out my other videos. I have lots of the things that I've done. This car is actually a rear wheel drive drift car now. Big turbo E85, super fun to drive. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.